Okay, one of them, well, I'm going to say like the first one that I told you before the podcast because I feel like this is just like a funny one.
It's so relevant. Yeah.
Yeah.
In our generation.
It is really relevant because a lot of... I like zodiac signs.
But no, yeah.
But people that blame their attitude, they're like, yeah, I act crazy because like, you know, I'm like, well, I'll say Taurus because you're Taurus and then...
Oh, she's a Taurus?
Yeah, she's a Taurus. But no, it's because like she texted me yesterday that she was a Taurus. But... Any sign, you can like be like an Aries. Oh yeah, I'm fiery like this because I'm Aries. No, you're just a piece of shit. Like, don't say I am this because of my zodiac sign. That's such a red flag for me. It can be like girls, guys, like don't. Because like some guys now, like they actually like really like into like zodiac sign. I don't know if you like realize like.
Yeah, they are.
It? They're really
Oh, no,
into
they
it.
are. They're very aware.
Yeah, I'm like...
The characteristics and all that. They're aware.
I know, they're really aware of that. I'm like, you guys are just like that because of who you are. This is not your zodiac sign, please.
No, it goes into this other red flag. Accountability. If you lack accountability and you're blaming it on a sign, like, come on.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in zodiac signs, though? I'm curious.
Not 100%, but some qualities, you know, and some, you know, like some qualities, they're I feel like it's true, but not everything.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
honestly, I take what I like and I embrace it, and whatever I don't like, I just ignore it.
Have you noticed how much it has gained in popularity these past years?
Yeah.
Or is it just me?
No.
People are really into it these days, right?
Yeah. Even corporations now, they're using it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Facebook did an ad on like, you know, readings and like zodiac signs. Yeah. They're using it now. Now it's like, it's very popular. So they're like, oh, we need to take hold of this. Yeah.
So I've
Wow,
read a
okay.
study.
Yeah.
I've read a study saying that the more anxious you are in life, the more likely you are to believe in zodiac signs.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So do you guys? I don't know.
Well, that depends, because like, what do you define anxiety as? I define anxiety as lack of faith. I feel like if you have lack of faith,
Okay.
anxiety is like around you, and I can literally you know, from experience, like, okay, like I trusted God, like I have a good relationship with God, but then the thing is, you know, some things that I shouldn't be worrying about, I don't have control over it, just leaving it to God. It was hard for me to like, you know, actually really like, you know, put that into practice. But ever since, you know, I heard that like someone that I was following was like, actually Imani Cohen, the Hood Healer, she was like, anxiety is the lack of faith. And then I'm like, it just clicked in my head. And ever since then, no more stress, no more anxiety. It's been out. Like I've been trying to get rid of it. Like with school and like life, like it's been really around me. So that's what I define it as. So it depends, I guess.
You are who you are. You're a good person. You're not a good person. It's okay. Don't blame it on your zodiac sign.
Yeah, please.
Do not.
Take accountability.
Yeah,
please.
really. Please don't.
Like, how old are we right now? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know. It's just like some people, when you ask them how old you are, it's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah. I'm a woman. Don't ask a woman her age.
One thing that I would consider as a red flag is whenever a guy tells you, let's just go with the flow.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Oh my God, that was on my list.
Yeah.
That was on my list.
Oh, my God. No, that's the
Yeah.
worst. And like...
the reason
Yes.
why I consider it a red flag is
Yeah.
because I used it before, you know.
Oh,
And what I meant was, I like the attention that I'm receiving from you. However, I'm not seeing this going anywhere. Or, you're okay, but I think I can do better, right?
Okay.
So whenever I hear that, yeah, I'm like, I'm bouncing. I'm not gonna fall for that, you know?
Honestly, I tried it before. Like when like I was like using like dating apps, people will say, "Oh, let's go with the flow,"
Yeah.
and I thought my heart could take it. I would be like, "Oh yeah, okay, perfect. I'm going with the flow." Also, at the end, after like a few days, I'm like, "Listen up. What are we doing here? Like, what is the flow? Where are we? Like,
what is the
I'm gonna need a pad. Like, what is the flow? Like, honestly,
Love that.
honestly,
No, for real.
Like, I can't do like the whole. Nowadays, they all get blocked. I'm going with the flow, blocked.
It just shows that the person doesn't have any vision for
Yeah,
you.
no,
They
exactly.
don't know what
Yeah.
they want. Or, okay, it's not always a red flag, right? I think sometimes it's genuine. It's like they may like you. They may even want to be with you.
Yeah.
But they have that idea of where they want to be in life. Because for some guys, it's really important for them to like, I don't know, have their own place, millionaire. I don't know. They have all those crazy aspirations.
Have enough money in the bank that you think.
That's the thing. You don't have to say going with the flow. I prefer somebody who's like, I would like to have a relationship, but I don't know how serious I want to get because I'm really focusing into like working on myself.
I love that.
I prefer that, and I know I'm like, okay, I can still like, you know, go I guess with the flow with this person. But he was really clear, not just like being, I'm just going with the flow. We'll see where it gets.
Okay, that's turned into a communication issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So you need to express it. Okay, what exactly do you mean? You know, before you decide if this is actually a red flag or not.
If they say like, you're just going with the flow, not sure, block this person.
Nah,
block
I'm
him.
dating with intention. Like, nope. Yeah.
That's definitely.
I mean, we learn from our mistakes. Right?
No, exactly. We all learn from our mistakes. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the dating scene nowadays, that's not easy out
really
here.
hard.
Okay, wait. Do you guys kind of feel like there's a war into like dating between like men and women?
Definitely.
Definitely.
And it's getting worse these days.
Yeah.
Especially with all those.
Like, I just want to find a unicorn. Couple unicorns, you feel me? But yeah, it's hard out here. And the thing is, logo, the lockdowns, bro. Like, how are you supposed to meet people? And I'm sorry, but like, I was into the whole, like, a little bit. I was into like the whole like dating apps. But I'm sorry, but I don't want to meet you in real life.
Right?
I want to meet you, like, you know, just like very authentically. And the thing is, when I was younger, like when I was like early 20s and like younger than that, I was like, yeah, no, please do not talk to me like when I'm on the street. Please do not talk to me when I'm on the subway. Yeah, I was one of those. I was like, I just can't, like, and let's not talk about the whole like beep beep, hey.
Oh my
like,
god, okay, those ones, I hate those ones.
It's like, nah, like, I'm sorry. Who
do you guys think it's harder now because we have unrealistic expectations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that kind of plays a role into it. But I feel like the fact that, like, you know, everyone has unrealistic expectations, but then at some point, I think you switch. And then you're like, oh, no, this might not be it. And then some people are stubborn and they're like, Taurus, maybe. And then they're like, maybe. But then they're like, oh, no, like, you know, I want this. Well, the thing is, in your 20s, a lot of people in their 20s are like, wait, hold on, like, you have a whole list. You're like, I want you to be a 6 foot something. I want you to have a nice job, you know, a whole list. But then I heard from like, you know, people, like, you know, over 30 and stuff. They're like, yeah, at some point, you just pick the things that are important to you.
Isn't that what I've been telling you guys? We had this conversation with Camaro.
That's why we grew up now. That's how we grew up.
We need to stop like with those like lists.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, like having so many on the list, like at some point you just have to like, what do I want? Treat me good, humor, you know, like, you know.
Yeah, I think social media really plays a big part of it. Like, you get girls that are just expecting, you know, crazy expensive gifts just for existing, and you have men that spend all the time, you know, scrolling down and seeing all these girls with tiny waists and big booties.
My god.
And they end up thinking that, in their mind, this is what a woman is supposed to look like. So I think social media definitely makes it worse.
But then once you realize it, I feel like it's your, you know, it's your responsibility to be like, oh wait, hold on, like this is not real. Like, let me not.
For sure.
Like, even like, you know, personally, like in women too, it's like, oh yeah, like I love that girl's body, but then you're like, honey, like, is that even real? And then when you realize, you're like, oh shit, like that's not real. Like, what? Yeah.
Gonna have to go ask how much it costs.
Yeah. So oh my god.
Who's your doctor?
Who's your doctor?
Can you do a reference? Do I get a discount for it?
Yeah. So that's why, like, I started, like, when I was like a teenager, I was like, you know what? Life is already hard.
Yeah.
When I started, like, really, like, started working out, eating healthy and stuff, like, when I was, like, grade 11 or whatever, grade 10, I was like, yeah, you know what? Life is already hard. The things that I can change, I'm going to change them. And the other things, I'm going to learn to accept them. And it's a battle. Every single day, you're like, okay, I have to look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, like, I love you. Like, I love the cellulite. Like, I love this. Like, it is what it is. This is my body. You know, yeah, it's like a battle. But it works.
It does. I do that every day, every morning when I wake up. I like remind myself, I'm like, less pressure on yourself. It's okay to just love this.
Yeah.
And then moving on. Yeah, honestly. I'm like, I prefer like accepting things than being like, oh my god, I'm gonna go. For the longest time, I really wanted like to have like a boob reduction, and then nowadays I'm like really accepting it. I'm like, it's okay, girl.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm like starting like slowly. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I really want it. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
no, girl, it's okay. Embrace it. It's fine. But
No.
okay, really like.
No, I
Moving
get it.
on. Tell us about your red flag.